Greetings fellow warriors and welcome back to the 11th installment of Bannerlord Mods Weekly, the show where I show some of the finest mods released in the past week, as well as some that I personally find interesting. This time I want to know what mods you're looking the most forward to after we've got those sacred modding tools everyone craves. And also, since we're going to have private servers sometime down the road, why not join my Discord, where we will have community events as soon as server files are made available to the public. One more thing, I'm currently hosting a giveaway where you can win any game of your choice. Check the link in the description if you're interested in that. Starting off this week's episode, we've got Equipment in Encyclopedia by My Little Tantan, which adds the equipment sets of troops and nobles to the Encyclopedia menu. After installing this mod, open up the Encyclopedia menu and search for any troop or noble you want to see the equipment from. Everything from equipment values to skill values is visible now. The equipment set column shows everything the unit uses in great detail. This mod is especially good if you want to compare different troops with each other, to determine in what type of situations they excel at, etc. In my opinion, this is a must-have mod. It's a pretty big quality of life improvement that I keep in my game. Next up we have Healthy Relationships by Triple Threat, which adds new intuitive ways to increase relations with other characters and also fixes the earning of relationship points when helping lords in battle. You now have the ability to get honorary tournament invites, where you receive an invitation from the owner of the town that is hosting a tournament. You're going to have the choice of accepting or declining the invitation. Accepting it will result in an immediate relationship increase and declining it will result in a slight relationship decrease. You just have to merely attend the tournament to please the person who invited you and you receive a relation increase. And if you manage to win the tournament, you will please the town's owner even more and receive a further relationship increase. But if you fail to attend the tournament after accepting the invitation, you will receive a slight relation penalty. There are many factors that determine if you get invited to a tournament or not. Well, one obvious way to get invited is to have a high relationship score with the town's owner, so being a dick to everyone won't do it, chief. The character's level and tier and also how many tournaments you've won in total are also factors that determine the chance of being invited. The author also made it so you now earn relations with characters who you help in battle. And participating in armies will make you also earn relations with the leaders of other parties that are currently in the army. Also, knocking enemy lords unconscious during battle will make you either gain or lose relations with that lord, depending on the personality traits of said lord. This is done by calculating the amount of good traits they have versus the amount of bad traits. If the majority of traits are good, for example like honorable and merciful, you'll get a relationship increase. Though if the lord has negative personality traits, they will be bitter if they lose and taunt you if they win, causing you to lose relation with them. Currently, there are so few ways of gaining relationship with different nobles, and having these new additions being seamlessly integrated into the game is pretty awesome. Really, some of the stuff should be in the actual game, like helping lords in battle will give you relation with them, or participating in parties, etc. But I'm confident that Tailwoods will add those features eventually. What I like to see making a return is helping allied lords escape their enemies' dungeons, just like in Warband. There was just something special about fighting with King Harlow side by side against a wave of enemy guards, and I'd love to see this feature again. And up next we have Custom Mounds by Nicholas Vetter, which adds new mountable animals to the game. The mod adds chickens, cows, sheep, hogs, geese, cats, dogs, human males and human females to the game. To see these mounts in your game, you have to turn cheat mode on and access the inventory. The items will appear alongside the rest of the mountable animals. I'm just wondering, why? Why does this exist? I mean, I'm thankful for every mod that gets created, but I can't see how anyone will ever use the... I'm taking it all back. It's the best mod ever created, hands down. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you. Up next we have Blood, Shit and Iron. A 12th century total troop overhaul by drunken Frenchmen. Thank you for suggesting your mod on my Discord, which is a mod that seeks to completely overhaul the troop trees of every faction in Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord to bring them in line with late 11th century warfare. The author tries to make his troop trees as history true as possible. For example, Vlandia is now based on 11th and 12th century French royal army composition, and Britannia is based on the armies of various Welsh kingdoms, specifically looking at the battles of and bless you, as examples of staged battles fought by the Welsh prior to Norman and English colonization. The empire is now based on the Comnenian era unit type and army composition, influenced from 11th century sources with a light touch of late Western Roman and so on. The author chose this time period because it also happens to have direct parallels to Bannerlord. I recommend checking out the mod page because he really put a lot of time and effort into this mod, and will keep doing so, as it's currently a work in progress project. For every faction, he created whole articles where he talks about the general history and the philosophy behind these changes, with sources on the literature. I recommend everyone to check this mod out, as it's one of the most impressive and thought after mods that is currently out there, and I can't wait to see what's next. And today's last mod is not a mod, but a reshade called Natural and Beautiful Light Environment by No Name, which enhances the visuals of the game by making shadows darker and introducing an ambient occlusion effect which stimulates global illumination. Only downside is that the menus and loading screens are pretty dark, making text boxes more difficult to read. I decided to make a little compilation using this reshade to show you how everything looks before and after, with some nice The Witcher 3 music in the background. So that will be it from me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button. And if you like what I do in general, consider subscribing to the channel. That would be pretty epic. Join my Discord where you can talk with me and other people, and I'll see you all in the next one. Stay safe, warriors, and bye.